It's Thursday, August 12th. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is the Hot List, your daily report of the exclusive variant comics from around the internet. Please remember that I do put all the links below, so if you see something to like, you can just go below and click on it. But do remember to come back and watch the rest of the video, and to stay to the end, because I always put one in the end you won't find anywhere else, I promise you that. Over at Sanctum Centaurium today, they have the Me You Left in the Dark. This is a number one, the 1 in 22nd print. This is a blue sketch cover, basically has the blue sketch paper on it that they do the sketch on. $34.99, very good looking. It has gone to a second print as well, and that's the 1 in 20 on the second print. Wanted Comics today has Department of Truth number 12. This is an Alan Qua. Trade's only $10 on this, and the set's $24. I like this cover a lot. Dakota Comics has White number 2. Okay, so this is White 2, the series that's absolutely blowing up right now because they only printed like 2,500 of these without telling anybody. They have it for $40 over at Dakota, but I'm going to tell you someplace else you can get it for cheaper. So Dakota is just your backup plan in case all these other places I tell you are sold out. Over at 616 Comics today, they have Vampaverse number 1 by Selena. Now, I don't do Vampirella, I don't do Red Sonja, but this cover is undeniable. Only 500 of these are made. It comes with the COA. $19.99 for the trade. If you do want to get the COA set, that's $34.99. If you just want to get the individual books, there's the grayscale and the color, $19.99 a piece, but only 500 each are available. Little Shop of Comics has a series that we talked about before, Campisi. It's from Aftershock Comics. It's basically about a fixer, a mob fixer, who he's a mob fixer who takes care of all the mob's problems until a dragon comes to town, literally. So the only thing that I can compare this to is Kaiju Score. And Kaiju Score is being made into a movie. Why wouldn't you make Kaiju Score into a movie? It's about a kaiju or a Godzilla. It's about a attack a town, attack a city. These thieves know it's going to happen, and they're going to rob a bank. So this kind of has that feel to it. That's why I'm sort of recommending this title, because if they do make a movie out of Kaiju Score, I wouldn't be surprised that this Campisi wasn't far behind. So Little Shop of Comics does have the cover B. I've seen it for more expensive elsewhere. They only got it's $10 here for the Lockety variant. At Apophis Comics, they have White number 1, the first print at $39.99. They have White, the second print, at $4.99. Might want to check those out. At Comic Book Dealer, they have the free Comic Book Day Stray Dogs. It's an Ivan Tao reprint. There's only 20 of these available. It's 56 and change in pound. I purchased mine already. Came out to about $86. It is a Stray Dogs free Comic Book Day, which is impossible to find, with a 1 in 20 remark by Ivan Tao, who's one of the hottest artists, I think, right now. I don't think you can do any better than that. They also have a free Comic Book Day House of Slaughter 1 of 20. Ivan Tao remarked, again, $86. I did not pull the trigger on that one, but I did do the Stray Dogs because you can't find the Stray Dogs anywhere. That book it's a ghost. It really is. The Stray Dogs Free Comic Book Day is that issue that we're waiting for, because they've done the 5-issue series. They've reprinted the trade paperback. This is actually the next comic book in the Stray Dog series, so everybody's going to want this book. I went ahead and pulled the trigger at $86. I don't know if it's still available. There were only 20 available. If you were part of my Patreon, I actually share some of those things that I sell, things that I see that are very special that I think are going to sell out. I sell with my Patreon first. Find information on my Patreon below. Over at Carnivore Comics today, they have a Department of Truth number 12. This is a Gorka Demir wraparound cover. Just really like the looks of this cover, and I'm a big Gorka Demir fan. Only $19.99. not quite mint today. They have a Wonder Woman black and gold number 5. This is a Tedesco cover. It's $3.50 a pound. Shipping and everything, it'll probably work out to about $8. This is just a very striking cover. Very 1950s. There's something about this cover that just screamed at me that I had to put it in the report. Marvelous Comics today. Marvelous Comics today has Extreme Carnage Scream number 1. Now, Scream is in the new Carnage movie. She's the young lady who is screaming. She will be the new character in maybe the next movie. Maybe she'll have a part in this movie. I'm not quite sure, but I'm positive that is Scream. So you're probably going to want to pick yourself up a Extreme Carnage Scream. This isn't her first appearance. Her first appearance was back in the 90s or late 80s. But this is what people are going to be looking at once they see this movie. The Nakayama 1 in 10 is only $11.99. Marvelous Comics also has White, number 1, the second print at $6.99. They have Bermuda number 1, the Bradshaw cover at $4.99. Now, this series sold out. I don't know anything about this series. I'm not sure why it's doing so well. There was an Adam Hughes variant cover that did extremely well, but it wasn't just that Adam Hughes cover. There's something about this book that people like. Over at Marvelous Comics, we're using CBS&D. We're using Steals and A&D deals at checkout to get 15% off our order every day. So check those out. Over at Ratha Comics, they have The Last Book You'll Ever Read, The Black Bag. Now, this is by The Last Book You'll Ever Read. I didn't write down the publisher on this one, but I'm not quite sure who it is. They're doing a black bag on this, which is $4.95, which is you don't know what cover you're going to get, which I kind of intrigued by those. If the series does take off, those black bags always do well. You can leave them closed or open them up. $4.95. They also have the Me You Left in the Me You Love in the Dark. I always call it Left. The Me You Love in the Dark. The Scotty Young website exclusive, only available at his website. They have it there at $24.99 at Ratha Comics. But at Ratha Comics, you're using CBSD10 at checkout to get 10% off your order. So you're going to take 10% off The Last Book You'll Ever Read, and you'll take 10% off the Me You Love in the Dark Scotty Young exclusive. The last thing that I'll point out too is they have a huge collection of stray dogs now. Between Marvelous and Ratha Comics, you can pretty much pick up every stray dogs except for second and third prints. First and second prints you cannot get. Those things are the hardest to get. You can get some first prints, but mostly it's going to be third, fourth, and fifth prints. Some second prints as well. But they're all available between Marvelous and Ratha Comics. Ratha Comics, the one that I picked out, the one that I like a lot, I'm pretty much digging on all the third print stray dogs right now, and then trying to work my way down to the first prints. They have a Stray Dogs number 1, the third print at $24.95. And that is I didn't write down what cover that is, but you can see it here, which cover it is. Then on the Funko side, over on the Funko side, at State of Comics, they have a Cobra Kai Johnny at $24.99 and a Cobra Kai Daniel at $29.99. I've never seen those before. Unless they're brand new, they sold out immediately when they came out. Over at Entertainment Earth, I was looking up San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and they have a Lilo and Stitch. It's a little Lilo. Lilo, is that his name? Or Stitch? I don't know. The little blue guy. An exclusive. It's a diamond glitter. Now, I look at that and I'm like, that's a chase. That's a chase pop. Why is that a chase pop just sitting there? $14.99. It's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. I don't know why it hasn't sold out yet. It's a diamond glitter little Lilo Lilo's the girl, Stitch is the little character. $14.99. I believe that's right. Over at Toy Wiz, they've got a freaking Cthulhu. Okay, this is a Cthulhu. It's patina. It's the Funko Pop books. It's a patinaed Cthulhu. This is exclusive. It's number 3. It's $119.99, but I really am now looking for those hyper exclusive pops because I don't want to give you just the run of the mill ones or even maybe just the new ones if they're not exciting. That's the one right there. It's a patinaed Cthulhu, $119.99. Finally, if you stayed with me this long, God love you. Got one more for you. Over at Comic and Cards, they have Stray Dogs, Volume 1, the trade paperback. This is the A cover, as you can see. It's signed by Tony Fleece for $16.99 with COA. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. They're selling this book. The best price you can get on this book is $34.99. I think Things from Another World probably has the best price on this trade paperback. They ain't got it signed, and they don't have it for 1/3 the price signed. So if you're not, I don't know why anybody's not buying this book. I'm going to go do it right now. But this is a $40 book, unsigned. They're selling it for $16.99 signed. That's all I got to say. That's all I got for you today. The comics are rolling in, guys. If you have any questions at all, just reach out to me. I check the Instagram every so often, but email is the best way to get in touch with me. We're back on doing the auction on Saturday night. Inventory is finally rolling in. We'll talk about doing those boxes like we were talking about, and do some auctions and just wrap up any business that we need to wrap up. Catch up with you guys this weekend. But things are looking good. If you have any questions, just reach out. If any really good boxes come in, I'll be doing an unboxing. That's all I have for you right now. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me as always, guys.